52-year-old Licky Gainkos has been a domestic worker all her adult life. She was employed by a family living in one of the affluent suburbs in Windhoek, where she worked for 17 months. Gainkos says all was well between her and her boss until the beginning of December last year, when her employer took annual leave. She was accused of stealing jewelries from her employer and got booted from the job, from which she earned $1,400 per month. She's now finding it tough to support her family. The Domestic Workers Union says this is just one of the many cases of typical excuses of employers when they have taken annual leave and do not want to pay salaries of their workers.
Most of the cases, domestic workers got fired when they are on sick leave, even if they bring the proof from the doctor. Most of them are using the services of the Kadutura Hospital or the clinics. The employers at all refuse those sick leave certificates from the doctors.
A case in point is 45-year-old Miriam Uires, who was dismissed from her job where she earned $900 per month after she underwent an operation and was put on sick leave for 2 weeks. Although her employer was aware of her condition, upon her return to work, she was already replaced. The union will register these cases with the Office of the Labour Commissioner. Director of Labour Resource and Research Institute, Dr. Hilma Shindondola Mote, called on the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare to urgently provide the recommendations on the basic conditions and minimum wages of domestic workers that were made by the 2012 Domestic Workers Wages Commission.
But a pronouncement on its own will not be enough. We would need dissemination of those findings widely countrywide in the languages best spoken by domestic workers, but also in the languages best spoken by the employers. We know that there are quite a significant number of employers who speak German and Afrikaans and Oshiwambo, etc., who would themselves also need to understand just first and foremost what the Labour Act says, and in addition to that, what the recommendations would be from the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare.
Larry is currently hosting the Domestic Workers Union at its offices after it was mandated by NUNW last year to assist the union to re-establish itself.